Some responses to the proposition side. Firstly, about how their goal that they want that all people like doing like a real name or a real identity, right? Panels, we think that this is gonna like bring more harms, especially the biggest premise like talking about the internet life, right? Panels, we will talk this later about arguments why is this gonna bring more harms than good. But panels coming to the second responses about how they are saying about that like by anonymous, this will like make easily for making account for instance and etc, and like will more like easier about cyberbullying and other, right? But panels two responses about this. Firstly, talking about the how they are saying about the easily making account. Well, panels, this is not always true about for examples like in Instagram you can see about for making an account you have to have like you have to insert a different types of mails, for instance, right? You cannot like just using one same mails for 3 accounts, for instance. But second response then about cyberbullying, where panels they just think about the other actor, where they are ignoring the most vulnerable actor in this motions, which is the victims itself. But coming to the third responses then about when they are talking about the LGBTQ itself, that will bring like a more hate speech, and these people will feel like not safe, and others panels by that anonymous they will feel by that anonymous they will feel like more safe for ladies and gentlemen. We believe that by the arguments that we will explain later. Understand that we're growing with the social media itself, right? But remember that the user on this social media not only adults, right? Instead of school we have like a people underage that have a SOSMED account already. Then what happened, ladies and gentlemen? When these children are using like their real identity, this will make easier for these bad to know their target, where there will be like an increasing of pedophile people, for instance, and etc, right? We also believe that not everyone want to show their real identity because type of many reasons, right? For example, like they are using become anonymity on the social media because as simple as they just want to stalk their crush, for instance, or like they not confident enough so that they didn't want to post their photo, or even it's simple as it's a fangirl account so that they have to put their idol's identity, not their identity, right? But panels, what do we want on this debate is we want to prove the anonymity itself are having like a more good than harms. So if you are a success to prove this, we are going to winning on this debate. So coming to the arguments then about why is anonymous does more harm why is anonymous does more harms than good are unjustified. So panels, there's two main arguments that I'll bring on my point. Two reasons arguments. Firstly, about this will like violating your privacy, and then secondly, this will like make understand that people on the internet not only like doing cyberbullying, right? So let's talk about the first exclusive reason then. This will like violating your privacy. Panels, let's talk about what they are concerned, which are increasing the cyberbullying itself, right? Then if you allow this without considerations, you're ignoring and bring the biggest trauma to the victims, which is the main actors and main actors that the propositions forgot, right? For example, you're a Muslim and you're living in America, right? And then anonymity spread out hates about Islamophobia, for instance, right? We think that this can't help anymore because the worst impact were panels by using like a real identity for the POV for the victims itself, right? This will attack more where these victims like get mental issues, right? Because they got bullying and others. But B, society will clear know you and easily to spread hate face to face because what? Because you're using like your real identity on social media because you're not an anonymous, right? So panels, comparatively, when the victims are also like anonymous, it's still okay. Where the shame to being Muslim you are not like same as the when you are showing your identity, real identity, because no one knows your religions, for instance, right? Because again they are anonymous. But secondly, there will be like load of chains. People hate you offline or face to face, right? Even if you're wearing hijab in the real life, for instance, but at least not all people, whether in the real life or online itself, that will bully you because you're anonymous, right? But second arguments then, but second exclusive reasons then about people on the internet not only doing cyberbullying, right? Notice on how the Prime Minister always talk about cyberbullying on internet, which we see there's like a over glorifying here, where panels, what actually happened is not only that in the status quo, right? Panels, we think that internet or social media itself, we can say it as a blood, right? Depends on the who is the user and how they are going to use it, right? Knife can be used to kill someone when it's on fox hand, but also it can help the mother to cut tomatoes, for instance, for cooks, right? Let's have a look into people that on purposes being anonymous to make creations, where in the status quo we have a lot of anonymous writer in the webpad, for instance. So panels, and also like there's a lot of reasons why they don't want to show their real identity that we can judge with our perspective, right? Firstly, it can as simple as because they are a shy people, or maybe like they just don't want to have a judge when they are doing like a creations and etc., right? So by saying it bring like more harms than good, it's totally unjustified. So panels, come to the second argument then. When we are talking about, we will preview why is it like a bring beneficials in our side of the house than the harms, and again we emphasize if we are like if we are succeed to preview why is it more beneficial, we are going to win on this debate. So panels, what happened in our side then? We will gonna like freely people to have creations, for instance, without scared to be judged, and by this way we can create a justice. So panels, let's bring an examples about you posted a photo of your result of your draw, for instance, right? This will be fair where two reasons why. Firstly, about people will not scared to give honest review by your result, because again they don't know who you are. And imagine panels, when you images when you want to criticize something, but when you see the real identity, which for example your sister or your friends or your best friends, you will not like giving honest review that actually it will like criticize and improving your friend's skill, for instance, right? You will not like doing that, because again you know their real identity. But secondly, you will as the creation one, they will not feel shame if the people surprisingly doesn't like you watch your creation, for instance, right? This will still okay, because again you are an anonymous one, right? But what happened in the proposition side then? Firstly, this will like easily to bully you whether online or offline, because you are become the trending topic in online, right? People will automatically finding information about you, and they will have like a more content to hate you, right? But in offline then, people will know you, and it can make them like stay away from you, for example, right? But secondly, there will be like this fairness by different reactions of people, right? We know that the internet have a lot of different types of people that like easily can judge you. So by showing your real identity, we think that is so very risky. Especially when you are going to talk your real stories, there will be like a various of people's reactions that could hate you at the end of the day. So by those reasons, very proud to be in oppositions.